All right, welcome back to another episode of Podcast The Hero. No Rody this week again. They're wrapping up the Ontario run. But I did want to give an update on the unfortunate incident from last week. And if you haven't watched last week's episode, it's pretty important that you do for the context for this week's episode. I will give you a little quick kind of recap thing in a minute, but I highly suggest you watch it. It's not very long. So it'll give you all the info you need for what's happening this week. So I'll talk about that in just a minute. Did go to Ontario for a couple of shows. I had a fantastic time. Met up with a bunch of people that I've met through this Discord, and some people from the pod that I've met through the podcast. It was great. The bands that were playing with them are fantastic. I can't say enough good things. We will do a tour wrap up episode when Rody's back. So keep an eye out for that coming up in the next week or so. I think probably is when that'll come out. So about the thing from last week. Basically what happened, Rody held a pre-tour band meeting and it got recorded inadvertently and I saw it. And some things were said, some feelings were hurt. And I'll let you know that Rody and I have talked. We spent some time together in Waterloo and in St. Catharines. I also hung out with the rest of the guys. It wasn't awkward. We got stuff sort of worked out, I think. And but I figure since I brought you all into this thing last week, it would only be right that I take you through the resolution that has happened since then. So you're not in the dark. You don't want to, I just want to be transparent with everybody. I know you're super invested in this relationship thing that's going on here. So I wanted to let you guys in on it. So I recorded everything. And the first thing that happened was I got a voicemail from Rody. And here's that voicemail.
Hey, Fritzy Balls. I am so sorry that you had to see that. It's Tim's fault. Tim did it. Just call me back. Please, we need to talk.
So first thing, not off to a great start. It's one of those, I'm sorry you got upset apologies, like a non-apology apology. But I wanted to hear what he had to say. So I decided to call him back. So I FaceTimed him. And here is the recording of that FaceTime.
Fritzy, thank you so much for calling me back.
Yeah, I didn't really want to. My feelings are kind of crapping my pants right now, buddy.
I can explain what happened. I'm glad you did, though. I can explain. See, when I said on the meeting that we needed to talk about Fritz, I was getting ready to say we need to buy him a gift because he is so awesome and enriches all of our lives. But then Tim cut me off and said, all sarcastic, Fritzy, the gift that keeps on giving. And then Ben piled on, and it started to spiral out of control.
Then why didn't you step in and say something?
I tried.
When?
Well, Hank and HK wouldn't shut up, and I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
So when you made fun of my mustache, you said you all needed to find a way to avoid me. that was you sticking up for me?
Fritzy boy. You know I don't like conflict. It gives me a tummy ache. I was just trying to say things so that it wouldn't start a fight with the guys. I got a spoon with these dudes in the back of a van for weeks at a time. When there's conflict, they revenge fart on my crotch. And everyone knows that's how you get pink dink.
Because you're planned for swapping underwear with each other by turning them backwards so you always have a clean butt and then you don't have to do laundry, puts the dirty butt part against your junk.
Fritzy, you're a genius. See, this is why you're my pal.
Well, share that info with the rest of the guys. Get them back on my side.
Okay, Fritzy. I will try. You might be best served reaching out to Tim directly.
Are we good?
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, bye, Fritzum. Stupid mustache.
Wait, what?
So, okay, I get it. The next thing I did was I texted Tim. And I said, hey, Tim, I talked to Rody, and he said he thinks that we have some stuff to work out, you and I. And he was like, you and I? And I said, he said that you had a problem with me and that he was just going along so as not to cause conflict. And Tim was like, that's what I was doing. And I said, what? And he said, can I call you? I said, for sure. And here's the recording of the FaceTime when he called me.
Hello.
Fritz, I think there is a misunderstanding here. I think you misunderstood what I said. I was trying to say that you are the gift that keeps on giving. Like you are a kind and giving person. And I just love you so much. Everything else I said was just trying to avoid conflict. Otherwise, I end up getting pink dink from all the revenge farts.
That's what Rody said. So who's the one that has a problem with me?
It's definitely Ben. I think he's intimidated by your height. He worries you're going to smoosh him.
No way. Not Ben. He's so nice to me.
I think that's just a facade. He's the one that said you were a headache.
All right, I'm going to call Ben and get this cleared up. Thanks, Tim.
No problem. See you later. Fucking Fritzy.
What now?
So based on that, I immediately FaceTime Ben. Starting to see a pattern here, and it's not feeling great. So here's my FaceTime with Ben.
Hey, Fritz, I'm so sorry about that video.
Yeah, what the hell, Ben? Tim said you have a problem with me?
Me?
Yeah, he said that you were the one that had a problem with me and that he was just going along not to cause trouble in the band.
No, Fritzy, that's what I was doing. I don't want to get pink dink from the revenge farts. When I said headache, I was talking about my own headache. I was drinking a Slarshie and got a headache.
What the fuck is a Slarshie?
Oh, in the States, they call it a Slurpee, I think.
A headache from a Slurpee is called a brain freeze. It has a very specific term.
Brain freeze? Never heard of that before. Must be a U.S. thing. We just call it a headache in Ottawa.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. So you and I are cool. Tim and I are cool. Rody and I are cool. I don't get it. Who has a fucking problem with me?
Ugh. I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm pretty sure it's HK.
What? Why?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I know he was a little pissed about the lack of feedback and the delay in payment for the merch designs, but I thought you guys had sorted that out.
We fucking did. Oh, shit. All right. I'll see what H has to say. Thanks, Ben.
No problemo. Piece of human garbage.
What?
So here we are, 3 members in, and all of them are saying it was someone else. And also, my hearing isn't so good. I feel like I'm missing something at the end of these conversations. I text HK, and I'm like, what the hell? So, dude, what the hell? I thought we were friends. Ben says you have a problem with me. And he says, we are friends. And then I immediately get a FaceTime from HK.
Fritzy, what's wrong?
I mess with the vibe backstage. I just sit in the corner and try and stay out of the way very quietly.
I was just trying to agree with everyone for the sake of band cohesion. You know, revenge, farts, and pink dink. It's a real problem. I honestly don't mind you being backstage. You're a positive influence. You're such a great cheerleader. And when you're there, Rody tends to keep his pants on, which is honestly a nice change of pace.
So you don't have a problem with me. Ben doesn't. Tim doesn't. Are you saying it's Hank? Because I don't believe that for a second.
I really don't think anyone does. I haven't heard Hank say anything except the hug thing the other day, but that seemed like a cover too. But you can ask him. Also, maybe stop thrusting your pelvis during hugs. Just a suggestion.
I did that once because Rody was pitching my butt. All right, I'll talk to Hank. Thanks, H.
No problem, buddy. Poo face.
Huh?
So 4 for 4. And why are all these dudes farting on each other? These are adult men. It's time to talk to Hank. I am, at this point in the process, I'm spinning. I can't possibly imagine that it's Hank. Hank and I have a great bond. And so it just, something doesn't feel right. So I get on the horn with Hank. Here's that video.
Henry, what the hell, dude?
Fritzy, I'm so sorry. I've had pink dink so many times. I'm so scared. My doctor says if it happens again, it might have to get removed. Fritzy, it's my best friend. I can't let the doctor take it away. My dink Fritz. My dink. I just picked something that popped in my head. I didn't mean it. You give great hugs.
I don't understand then. I've talked to everyone and they've all said they don't have a problem. They're just afraid of pink dink. What the fuck is going on?
You talked to everyone? Even Rody?
Yes.
I think you should talk to him again.
Why?
It's about the pink dink.
Fine, I'll call him back. Thanks, Hank.
No problem, floor fucker.
So we've come full circle. It's back to Rody. And I'm feeling a little jaded at this point. I'm feeling a little downtrodden. Like I feel like everybody's lying to me. And I feel like I've done something wrong and I don't know what it is and I don't know how to fix it and I don't like it. So I call Rody back.
Rody, I've talked to everyone else. They say that they don't have a problem with me, that I should talk to you. What's going on?
Fine, Fritzy. Here's the deal. Remember when you came to my house?
Yes.
You must have left some weird foot bacteria on the floor from your bare feet. 'Cause after you left, I slipped while Porky pigging through the house and landed junk down on the floor. The next day, my dink is bright red and swollen. I got pink dink, and it's been spreading around within the band ever since. You're the reason we all keep getting pink dink.
First of all, that isn't possible. You can't get a dick infection from falling on the floor where somebody walked. Second of all, if anyone is leaving bacteria on the floor, it's probably your small, filthy child or your elderly dog. Third of all, there's a simple way to stop the spread of pink dink.
How?
Wear fucking pants. Stop sleeping bottomless in a 5-man super spoon, blowing farts on each other's dinks. And how does the little spoon get pink dink anyway? There's no one in front.
We rotate every night. That way it's fair. Everyone gets to be the big spoon sometimes, and the little spoon sometimes. And we don't wear pants, because it gets hot in the van, and chest hair tickles our backs. So everyone wears shirts with no pants. But also socks and shoes in case we need to go into the gas station to get egg salad sandwiches.
You understand that I didn't give you pink dink, right? Like, it isn't possible. I know you guys have been blaming me, and that's okay. You need a scapegoat, and I can be that for you, but this isn't my fault.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And we can probably just wear shorts. That'll protect our dinks from the pink menace. I'm sorry I blamed you, Fritzy. And I didn't mean to turn the rest of the guys against you.
It's all right. I understand. So are we good now for sure?
Yep.
All right. Good deal. I'll see you in Waterloo.
Okay, see ya, Fritzum.
So that's how it all ended. That's what it is. And like I said, we met up, we all hung out, everything was cool, it wasn't really awkward. Do you guys think that I should have told Rody that I sprinkled shit in his underwear drawer when I was at his house? You don't think that's how he got the pink dink in the first place, do you? This episode was brought to you by Cornbot. Corn, making your toilet a fiesta for the last 10,000 years. And also our patrons. Dink Dastardly and his canine henchman Nutley. Brett Boss Blackwood. Yes, I be a Newfoundlander boy. Yes, I be a Newfoundlander by. Yes, I be a Newfoundlander by. Spickoff. Yo. Absolutely the best podcast. Rody left me in the morning without a blanket, but the night was wonderful. Sebastodon, the rat that lives inside Fritzy's butthole. I swallow cum. Source the odd. Rob the anti-human. Peggy Thrill, Green Street. Can't change my name. Stuck with this one. Skibbity Toilet. Phi or Fee. A Common Thread. Evan. Zane. Rody loves my dink. Robert. Why does everything I love drool on me? Deconomus. Air Rody in the club getting Fritzy. Zach. The first Dan, KH Pandas, Cornman, Jeffrey, Mason Bailey, TBJ, Yuri, Fruit Punch Samurai, Ashwin, and High Tops. It's a lot. I really appreciate the patrons. They really make this whole thing work. It really is. It's really appreciated. The other thing I'll say is we have merch. The merch store is live. You can go to the merch store. There's a pinned post on the Patreon that you can get to. And that's where you'll find the merch. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got stickers, we got all kinds of stuff. Socks and hats and all kinds of stuff. Want to thank HK for designing the logos and stuff for the merch. Like, it's sick. It's like this 2-headed dragon. It's amazing. So yeah, check out the merch. That will go to support the pod and let us keep creating this stuff. And otherwise, we'll be back next week. Eat shit and go fuck yourselves. And, don't be a stranger. Put in your comments. Hit us up in Discord and on the Patreon. And, See you around.
You can also pick a picture from your...
Is he she?